91 days. That was how long Nasir El-Rufai had been in custody. As of today, 91 days without being convicted of anything, without being found guilty of anything, just held. Yesterday, a federal high court finally granted him bail of 100 million naira. And for a brief moment, his family thought it was over. It was not over. Hours after the court granted him bail, DSS operative took him into custody again. His family gathered outside DSS Olkota in Abuja in protest. His wife was speaking to the journalists on the streets, and El-Rufai himself, he reportedly looked at the DSS officer that tried to move him and said something that has now gone viral across Nigeria. I am not a furniture to be moved. Today, we are telling you guys the full story, because what is happening to El-Rufai, whether you like him or not, is something every Nigerian needs to understand before 2027.
We resume. Now, instead of taking him back to ICPC, they brought him to DSS. As I'm talking to you, he has refused to get down from the car, and he told them that if you want to take me inside DSS custody, you will have to physically force me into doing this, because you had an agreement when Judge...
Okay guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Adeoti Abayomi. I cover Nigerian politics, current affairs. I base on fact, balance, no propaganda, no sentiment. Subscribe right now and hit the notification bell so you never miss a video when we drop one. Today's story has everything in it. A court order was ignored. A former governor was arrested on the same day he got bail. A wife speaking to journalists on the street, and one line that has already become the quote of the week in Nigerian politics. Let's get into it. All right, section 1. Who is El-Rufai and why this matters? Before we get into yesterday's drama, let me remind you who we're talking about. Because El-Rufai is not just a minor figure. He served as a minister of Federal Capital Territory under President Obasanjo from 2003 to 2007. And he became one of the most controversial and most effective ministers Nigeria has ever had. He demolished illegal structures, he recovered stolen government properties, he made enemies everywhere. He went and did not apologize for any of it. He then became the governor of Kaduna State in 2015 and served 2 full terms until 2023. Love him or hate him, he governed. Many people in Kaduna, they hate him. Many people in Abuja, they hate him. He built things, he fought, and he was fiercely loyal to the APC and to Tinubu political projects until he wasn't. After leaving the office, he joined SDP. He became one of Tinubu's loudest critics and started speaking very freely in media interviews. And that specifically is when his problem began. Section 2, how it all started. Okay, on February 13, 2026, El-Rufai appeared on Arise TV primetime program. During that interview, he revealed that he had become aware of a plan to arrest him through someone who had listened to a tapped phone conversation connected to the National Security Advisor, Nuhu Ribadu. One day before that interview, he claimed DSS operative had tried to detain him at Abuja airport. Upon returning from Cairo, he resisted. He went home. And then he went on TV again and told the whole country what he knew. The government's response was immediate. The DSS filed a 5-count charge against him, alleging he had unlawfully intercepted the NSA's phone communications. Based on the statements he made during that TV interview, that should be Channels Television. The ICPC separately filed a 10-count charge against him for alleged money laundering and corruption during his time as governor, including allegation that he received 289 million as reverence allowance, far exceeding his lawful entitlement, and 797,900 was deposited into his domiciliary account from various individual accounts, with the knowledge that those funds were proceeds for unlawful activities. So he is not facing just one case, he is facing multiple cases. DSS case, ICPC case, one is in Abuja, the DSS is in Abuja, the ICPC in Abuja, and a separate case in Kaduna State High Court as well. 3 different fronts, all at the same time. I remember Showore meeting him yesterday and telling him, hope you now know how it feels because you send many people to prison. Anyway, section 3, yesterday bail was granted, then immediately violated. Now, this is where yesterday gets absolutely extraordinary, and I need you to follow this timeline carefully. El-Rufai appeared before Justice Joyce Abdul Malik at the Federal High Court in Abuja, almost close to the court where Justice Crack was detained. The judge granted him a bail of the sum of 100 million naira. Sometimes when you grant people this kind of bail, where do you expect them to sit? Anyway, and he stood on the matter and stood on the matter down until 1 p.m. during that break. Before proceedings even resumed, DSS operatives took him to their facility. His family said this directly contradicted exceeding court order from the Kaduna court, directing that he remained in the ICPC custody, not DSS custody. Now think about what just happened. A judge is sitting in a courtroom. She grants a man bail. She takes a lunch break, and before she even reconvenes, another government agency has already moved that same man to another different facility in defiance to the court order. This is not a clerical error. This is not a miscommunication. This is a deliberate decision by a government agency to do whatever it wants. Welcome to Nigeria. Regardless of what any court says, this is Nigeria. And El-Rufai was not going quietly. His wife recounted what he told the DSS officer. I am not going to step down because there are 2 court orders from the Kaduna court directing that I be remanded in ICPC. Why are you bringing me here? I am not a furniture to be moved. I am not the furniture to be moved. That line in that moment from a man who has been in custody for 91 days, who just got bail for Christ's sake, and within hours was taking the game. That line tells you the man has gone through a lot. He has been experiencing so much. And that's how he chose to face it. His wife, Aishat, told reporters outside DSS headquarters that the family had lived under constant fear, constant surveillance, and repeated threats throughout the 91 days of detention of her husband. His son Bello, a serving member of the House of Representatives, criticized the bail conditions as deliberately difficult to meet. 100 million. And later you accuse these people of fraud. This requirement is just designed to keep his father in custody. That's the truth, regardless of what the court ordered. Nigeria, which way? Section number 5. What the law says about all of this. Let me be very clear about what the law says here, because this is important when a court grants bail. That is a judicial order. It is not a suggestion. It is not option. It carries full weight of Nigerian law. And when a government agency defies that order, they are not just breaking the law, they are attacking the independence of the judiciary itself. Nigeria's constitution is very clear. No person shall be detained without trial beyond a reasonable period. El-Rufai has been in custody for 91 days. Now court granted him bail, and within hours, that bail was effectively nullified by another government agency acting on what appears to be their own instruction. This is why Atiku, despite being a political rival of El-Rufai in many respects, came out to speak. Atiku called the continued detention a disturbing assault on civil liberties, democratic decencies, and the rule of law, raising the grave concerns about the deployment of state of power to intimidate perceived political adversaries. When opposition figures from different camps start agreeing that something is wrong, that is a signal worth paying attention to. Man, this country is in disarray. And Nigeria, Jaga, Section 5. Justice or persecution. Let's look at both sides, right? Now, let me do what I always do on this channel. I will give you both sides, okay? Because I will not stand here and just defend El-Rufai without acknowledging what El-Rufai has been done. Of course, you know we based on facts and no sentiment here. We don't care who you are. The case for genuine accountability is the ICPC alleged he received 289 million naira as a severance allowance when his lawful entitlement is only 20 million. They also allege that $797,900 was deposited into his domiciliary account from various individual accounts with the knowledge that the funds were proceeds of unlawful activities. Now, if those allegations are true and proven in court, that is corruption, plain and simple. And no political profile should shield anyone from accountability. Is that clear? The case for political prosecution, let's deal with that also. El-Rufai left the APC. He joined the opposition. He became one of Tinubu's most credible critics because he knows exactly how Aso Rock works from the inside. Remember, I was one time a minister, and suddenly he's now facing 3 simultaneous cases across multiple agencies, held for 91 days, denied access to his doctor, access to his wife. They turned his wife away at the gate, and now they even rearrested him again on the same day a court granted him bail. Look at that timing, the number of simultaneous cases, the defiance of court orders, the treatment in custody. These are not just all marks of a clean, independent prosecution. They carry a fingerprint or something more personal, more political. El-Rufai himself has said it clearly. He believes these cases are politically motivated, and an increasing number of Nigerians, even those who do not particularly like him, are starting to agree. Even me. In a little bit, I've talked about his offense, yes, but I also agree that there's a little bit of a sprinkle of what does this mean for Nigeria? What does this mean? Let's zoom out for a moment, right? Because this story is just bigger than El-Rufai. What we are watching is a pattern. A former powerful politician criticizes the government. Security agencies move against him. Court orders are obtained. Orders are ignored. Family members speak to journalists outside detention facilities, and the man sits in custody, not convicted, not found guilty. They just held him. This pattern did not start with El-Rufai. It has happened to others before him, and if it continues, it will happen to others after him. What about Justice Clark? Because here's the truth about Nigeria's democracy. The courts are only as powerful as the willingness of those in the government to obey them. And when the government agency can take a man back into custody on the same day, on the same afternoon, a judge granted him bail and face no immediate consequences for doing so, then the courts are not really in charge. And if courts are not really in charge, then what protects any of us? If El-Rufai may not be a perfect man, he may have made mistakes, but democracy that locks up its critics, ignores court orders, moves people between detention facilities like they are in his own words furniture, that's not democracy that any Nigerian should be comfortable with. To be very honest, guys, I want to hear your thoughts in the comment section. Forget that I'm laughing. I need your opinion on this. If you believe El-Rufai is genuinely facing accountability for his crimes, just type justice in capital letter in the comment section. And if you believe this is government using security agencies to silence the political opponent, type prosecution in the comment section. And if you have any different take about this whole matter, drop it. This is one of the most important conversations Nigerian democracy needs to be having. Because for me, I did not cover the Justice Clark issue yesterday. He was also detained because he spoke out about the Nigerian army and all of that. Guys, anyways, this one, we'll keep following every development of this case. If there are any new court rulings, new charges, new dramatic moments with the El-Rufai, and I believe that there will be more dramatic moments, we will bring it to you immediately on this channel. Do well to subscribe to this channel, turn on the post notification, share this video with someone who needs to understand what really happened with El-Rufai yesterday. I'll see you on the next one, guys. As usual, God bless Nigeria. God bless you.